Place your hand over your heart and take 3 slow, deep breaths. With each breath, feel the pulse of life within you, the quiet hum of potential. Notice the rhythm of your heartbeat, a rhythm of beginnings and endings, expansion and contraction, tiny echoes of the cosmic cycle. This is your internal ebb and flow, giving and receiving. Welcome to the Unbound Priestess Podcast, a transformative space where we delve into potent conversations, guided practices, and profound teachings designed to help you nourish your sacred gifts, reclaim your personal power, and break free from limiting beliefs. Welcome to our final week as we explore the Primordial Garden. I'm Leandra Witchwood, and today we integrate the lessons we've learned so far to embrace chaos and welcome the wisdom of these ancient presences that are always guiding us, helping us transform the ashes of our lives into fertile ground for those seeds that we wish to plant. We'll see how these truths in our everyday lives allow the primordial wisdom and guidance to shine through. Each decision we make is an opportunity for expansion and growth. So if you're new here, let me explain the garden metaphor. Each metaphor I use in this series and more series to come from my Gardens of the Mystic program. This is an 18-month program where we explore 18 unique gardens, metaphorically, as we work to better understand esoteric knowledge and occult knowledge. Within this program, I guide mystics, witches, and other spiritual individuals toward embodying and understanding this hidden knowledge. Each month, we explore the sacredness of ourselves as we work to improve our lives, our spiritual connections, and communities. Integration is the bridge between insight and real change, lasting change. It's one thing to understand the concept of chaos rebirthing new forms of existence. It's another to trust the process, to surrender to the curveballs it throws. As we leave the primordial garden, consider how we can apply these lessons. When faced with uncertainty, take a breath and remember that you stand on the threshold of a new beginning. You stand on fertile ground where you can plant your seed. When old structures collapse, collect their fragments. Collect them knowing that you'll become greater, more stable, healed in your next evolution. Remember, you are never alone in the void. When you feel lost, recall that silent support of our cosmic guides and ancestors. Even when it feels like no one around you is there for you, turn to these cosmic presences to help you through difficult situations. Daily routines are what help us more deeply connect with the ideas, energies, and habits we want to bring into our life. Let's bring this idea of chaos and surrendering to chaos into your daily routine, recognizing and acknowledging it as we move through our day. Because as we've learned through this series, that chaos has a lesson to teach us. When it's cropping up in our life, we need to pay attention to that message. What needs to change? What needs to be cleared away? Where does the wildfire need to touch the ground and burn away the old debris? So take a moment, if you can, close your eyes and picture your morning, your workspace, your relationships that you encounter in the morning, the people you encounter. Maybe run through your morning routine, including the people you encounter, the people that you interact with on a daily basis. Within this routine, where can you release elements of resistance to change specifically? Where do you notice that chaos is making itself known? Where is chaos present in your routine? Can you welcome chaos as a teacher in these situations? Can you welcome chaos as a guide, helping you learn what needs to change, helping you learn to evolve into a better human? Or maybe just evolve your routines to become more efficient. See yourself responding with openness, responding with creativity instead of fear and contradiction or contracting yourself against this message. Open yourself up to the message. Open yourself up to the lesson. What do you find there? So when we learn to recognize the disruptions or the chaos that crops up in our life, when we learn to recognize this as a lesson rather than an irritant, an inconvenience, we can learn from the situations and we can learn to work with the situations to evolve them into something more coherent and productive. So yeah, it's time to get out your journal and write down the areas in your life you currently feel are unstable. Reflect on them. Again, like always, not judging. We're not reprimanding ourselves. The ugly, mean girl voice that pops up in our head, she's going to be silent right now. Because what you're doing is reflecting, not ruminating. You're not changing anything right now. You're noticing the opportunities. I want you to notice how you can build, how you can shift, how you can evolve yourself, even when the sand is shifting, even when the storm is raging. How can you drop into the situation and see the potential, the opportunity? And when you're done with your reflection and you're ready to move through your day, you're ready to move forward with your life and ready to take control of the things that seem chaotic, I want you to use this mantra as you move forward. I forge beauty from the void, using chaos as my guide. One more time. I forge beauty from the void, using chaos as my guide. Let this mantra remind you that you have the power to co-create your universe, your existence, your life. You are no longer the victim. You are the master manifester. If this exploration into the Primordial Garden inspired you, I encourage you to take it further, to join me in the Gardens of the Mystic program. I encourage you to walk the gardens with me as we embody the ideals, the concepts of the primordial. To learn more and to gain the structure you need on your spiritual path, visit leandrawitchwood.com for more information or click the link in the show notes.